We bring you the latest edition of MBC News with me, Kumbukani Piri, and Tauson Kamalata, our sign language interpreter tonight. Our top stories. Government signs 2 mining agreements to resume mining of uranium at Kerekera and exploration of rare earth in Palombe. National Advocacy Platform, NAP, urges UTM members of parliament to prioritize serving the interests of their constituents. And in sports, Blantyre Giants, FCB Nyasabik Bullets and Mighty Mukuru Wanderers clash in FDH Bank Cup round of 16 at Kamuzu Stadium tomorrow. I'm glad you could join us. Now to our top story. The government of Malawi has signed 2 mining agreements with 2 companies, namely Lotus Resources Limited and Lancaster Exploration Limited. Under the agreements, Lotus Resources Limited will resume the mining of uranium at Kerekera in Karonga, while on the other hand, Lancaster Exploration Limited will be involved in the mining of rare earth at Songwe Hills in Palombe district. Speaking at the signing ceremony in Lilongwe, Monica Changanamuno said the agreements are an indication that government is serious about transforming the country through agriculture, tourism and mining, commonly known as the ATM strategy. She said the companies will bring employment and economic benefits to the country.
So when the mining starts with the Kerekera, they are going to be able to employ almost 450 people who are going to be working directly, and then 200 that are going to be working indirectly. But from this, we're going to be able to be realizing almost $1.6 million per year in dividends, and then $20 million in royalties every year. And that's a milestone. And this is pegged at $65 per pound. But I'm sure that the prices of uranium are going to be increasing, meaning that we will get even more than what has been anticipated now. For Songwe Hill, the expectation is that they are going to be able to create 1,200 jobs directly, and then 500 jobs per annum for the 18 years that are going to be mining, because the mine life is for 18 years. And then there will be more than 10,000 indirect jobs. That's a lot for us, and we're excited for that. And then for the revenue, it's anticipated that we are going to be getting $120.6 million per annum in forms of loyalty, dividends and taxes.
And commenting on the development, Minister of Finance Simplex Chichola Banda said it is good for the country to sign such contracts which will bring financial resources to the country.
Today is a big day for this country because we have signed as a country the 2 mining development agreements. These are agreements that Malawi government, through the Minister of Mining in my ministry, have signed with Lotus Africa Limited, but also Lancaster BVI. What it means now is that we have companies in this country that are going on the ground doing the actual mining activities. Remember what I said. The president has the ATM strategy, which is agriculture, tourism, and mining. Today we have seen the completeness of the ATM strategy because these MDAs fall under Ministry of Mining and the mining sector. What it means, therefore, is that Malawi will be able to generate foreign exchange through mining activities. We'll be able to create jobs for our young people who will be working in these mining companies. But also I have requested them to do the processing and value addition of the minerals right here in Malawi, because that would actually help us to generate more resources than simply exporting raw minerals. This is a big day for us, but also it demonstrates that FDIs have the trust and confidence in the leadership of Dr. Azaz McCarthy Jagwera. Simply put, because we as a country have created a conducive environment for foreign direct investment in this country.
Meanwhile, the National Planning Commission Director General, Thomas Muntali, says the signing of 2 mining agreements is a milestone towards Malawi's economic recovery. Muntali says the development is a steady solution to the persistent low economic growth rates Malawi has undergone since 2021. He says this is in line with the Malawi 2063 requirement for exponential investments, with large-scale mining being one important route. More in this interview with our reporter, Arthur Chogoto.
You're commenting on this, the signing of the agreements. Actually, why do you believe it is important?
No, this is very important for the country. I think, as you all know, for the past 4 years, the growth rates for the country have been very subdued, largely because of these external shocks and a number of reasons. And so what we need to recover are exponential investments. And the mining, large-scale mining, is one route to get there. And signing of 2 mining development agreements at once is exactly what we should be talking about. And what is exciting is that then it talks directly to the ATM and an aim strategy. I think if you look at it, we have sometimes been talking, but what this reflects is that there's not just talk, but that there's action to the talking. And what is even more exciting is that these agreements have been negotiated for a long time, but at very short notice, just a couple of weeks ago, the office of the president, through the Presidential Delivery Unit, had to put together a negotiating team led by the Presidential Delivery Unit itself. And within a couple of weeks, this has been concluded. And I think these are positive strides that we need to celebrate as a country. And if we do more of such, we are likely to be talking of the wealth creation agenda that is sitting squarely in the Malawi 2063.
The Reserve Bank of Malawi has urged Malawians to use more digital financial services in order to reduce costs associated with producing currency notes. Deputy Reserve Bank Governor McDonald Mafuta-Mwale made the remarks in Kasungu during the launch of an awareness campaign on digital financial services. Olive Piri reports.
Reserve Bank of Malawi has launched a campaign of raising awareness on digital financial services to promote its adoption and usage by marginalized groups, among others, women and youth. During the launch, Deputy Reserve Bank Governor McDonald Mafuta-Mwale said Malawians need to go digital when making various payments due to its safety and efficiency. According to Mwale, the central bank struggles to print the currency. He said in 2023 alone, the central bank used close to 23 billion kwacha to pay foreign suppliers to produce Malawian currency. Mwale added that such amounts can be reduced if more people are using digital financial services.
If the digital financial services are really adopted as we are expecting, probably that bill is eventually going to be going down. So that's all what we are saying, and it's a win-win situation.
A representative of the African Development Bank, Albert Mafusile, said the launch marks an important milestone in the implementation of the Support for Digitalization, Financial Inclusion and Competitiveness project. He said this will lead to efficiencies in the provision of financial services.
Having to look at how safe their transactions are, how efficient they are, how cost-effective they are, is going to be an important thing as we move forward, particularly as more and more of the Malawians get to use the digital financial services.
According to the Reserve Bank, 73% Malawians are already using digital financial services, but their target is to reach 80% by 2025. Olive Piri, MBC News, Kasungu.
You're watching MBC News with me, Kumbukani Piri, and my sign language interpreter tonight is Tauson Kamalata. Remember, you can access all MBC digital platforms by scanning the QR code at the top right corner of your TV screen. A reminder of our top stories. Government signs 2 mining agreements to resume mining of uranium at Kerekera and exploration of rare earth in Palombe. National Advocacy Platform, NAP, urges UTM members of parliament to prioritize serving the interests of their constituents. And in sports, Blantyre Giants, FCB Nyasabik Bullets and Mighty Mukuru Wanderers clash in FDH Bank Cup round of 16 at Kamuzu Stadium tomorrow.
It's not what you do, it's who you do it for. We know that for you, only the best will do. You believed in your dream, now it's a reality. The dream house you always wanted to have is now the place new dreams are born. The family you've always longed for is now the one you're taking on incredible journeys around the world. Your personal ambitions extend beyond just you. They positively impact your family and everyone you care for within the community at large. And with that, we know that you want to do more. At Standard Bank Private, our purpose is simple: to prioritize your growth. We are committed to being there for you, anytime, anywhere, ensuring the growth you seek is achieved. For your success is Malawi's success.
75 days since the last day of last season. We are ready to do it all again. Great to have you with us on your World of Champions. He's having the season of his life. Brilliant! Just brilliant! That is quite something! That's what they came to see! A glorious colours moment.
Get all the football you want on DSTV, where there's football on every package for every pocket.
Chakachi noso JTI sina TCSC yabwene taso kulima ipuli wina baba kulinjinga kulima feteleza kulima campus kulima working suit kulima t-shirt kulizipewa asazade chakachi noyo ndizosiyana nzanyaka chatapeleta nenera chakachi no ndi munthu yekhayo amene wabwanitsa china chilichonse chimene anagwirizana ndi JTI mulingo foja akhale wakolita foja apite mulingo mene munagwirizana iniwo mukatero pamene popo kati unasala naye wina ekuti iniwo ngati foja wadani wakoli maka number 1 mukadima iwonse otenga njinga ya moto kumapitadeyo kwanu chakuzoni changa chino amene akuchita mwayi ndi amene apambane kukhala number 1 amene wapange
Voto zimene zapasidwe kwa ife alimi zitithandiza chilimbikiso kuti tikhale olimbika ndi kampani ya JTI komanso tilime fodya wabwino oti kampani ya JTI nayonso ikondwere nayo akatiguleso mitengo yabwino.
Malamulo amene ayikidwa ndi boma posachedwa pa ku parliament anapanga pasi atsindikizanso kuti kugulitsa fodya pa sikelo ndi mlandu. Dete ntikalikonde dzikoli udindo wosamalira fodya kuti agulitsidwe m'Malawi muno mu ndondomeko zovomerezeka ndi watonse pano.
Welcome back to MBC News. We go straight to business news. Mzimba North has opened its agriculture fair in Mzuzu with a call for farmers to adopt modern farming technologies in order to achieve government's pillars of commercialization and industrialization. Alex Mwangosi and Wilson Sibale have compiled this report read in our studios by Hassan Piri.
The 8th Agriculture Fair for Mzimba North has commenced in Mzuzu on the theme Agribusiness, the Basis of Industrialization. Opening the fair, Chairperson for Agriculture Committee at Mberwa District Council, Councillor Paul Chondo, said the event is a learning point for farmers.
In the Agriculture Trades Fair ground, it's the high time whereby all farmers from all corners of Mzuzu ADD will come together. With that reason, it's the high time to learn from our friends.
Program Manager for Mzuzu ADD, Anderson Chikomola, said the fair provides an opportunity for farmers to find better markets for their produce.
My assessment is that we are improving every other year, improving in the sense that I've seen that we are having more stakeholders participating, but also the quality of exhibits is improving every other day. And also we have a good number of stakeholders that have really come with an objective that they should really strike some deals.
Chairperson of the organizing committee for the fair, Thomas Ngwila, said this year's event is unique as farmers have added value to their products.
This fair is so unique because a lot of value has been added. For example, a lot of some crops which were not being showcased last time, they are being showcased this year, including the animal products that were not showcased this last year. This time they are in place. So we are very sure that a lot of value has been added in such a way that a lot of agriculture benefits will be there.
Participating organizations include banks, money lending institutions, cooperatives, livestock enterprises, and the farmers themselves.
National Advocacy Platform, NAP, a network of over 250 organizations, has urged UTM members of parliament to prioritize serving the interests of their constituents. This comes amid divisions within the party after some UTM members of parliament refused to move from the government side to the opposition in the next sitting of parliament. Blessings Zabuka has details.
There have been divisions in UTM since some senior members of the party announced their decision to move out of the Tonse Alliance government. Currently, some members of parliament have rejected the call to move to the opposition benches. One of the members is Susan Dosi, member of parliament for Chikwawa West.
I came to parliament after I was voted by the people from Chikwawa West. And what my people in Chikwawa West requested me to do is that to work with the government so that we can be able to get the required projects that we need in Chikwawa West. As you are aware, the government promised us that they will do Chapananga Road, they will also maintain the bridge which was washed away, and other projects in the health sector as well as the education sector. So for me to leave government benches now and then go to the opposition side, I feel I'll be betraying the people that voted for me to be at parliament.
Dosi warns of further divisions in the party if the current trajectory continues.
Now people are saying, let's move from the government benches. Was this what the leader preached before he passed on? Can people just maybe reflect and see why there was this alliance in the first place? Because the reasons why this alliance was there, have they succeeded to come up to achieve the main goals that were set to be in this alliance?
Additionally, Luke Mkandawire, youth director for the party, also announced his resignation. In response, Publicity Secretary for UTM, Felix Njawala, said the youth director in question had resigned in 2020.
It's very surprising that people are going to the media with such information. Luke Nkandawire is not our director of youth. He resigned in 2020 when his wife was given an opportunity to serve in the embassy in South Africa. He resigned in 2020, and we were surprised to see a letter circulating in social media. It is inappropriate also to say some members of parliament have refused to go to the opposition, because we as a party did not communicate to any member of parliament to go to the opposition side. So those that have decided to go to the opposition have done so with their own conscience. and without any persuasion from the party.
However, Luke Mkandawire confirms with MBC that the letter is authentic.
Yes, I can confirm that the letter comes from me. I ceased to be the Director of Youth Central Region. Probably I would also want to comment, you also suggested to say, why do I resign twice? The truth of the matter is that I did not resign twice, as probably my brother Felix is saying. Fact of the matter is that I wrote a study leave.
Commenting on the development, Benedicto Kondowe, who is the chairperson for NAP, emphasized that while MPs owe allegiance to their parties, they must also serve the interests of their constituents.
It must be made clear that whilst a member of parliament ought to have allegiance to a political party, but ultimately they are representatives of their own constituents. And therefore, a bigger say is also expected to come from the very people that had elected them into office to fairly represent the parliament.
Recently, some UTM cabinet ministers announced that they have opted to continue serving in government. Blessings Chideuka, MBC, Blantyre.
500 students have graduated from the Malawi Institute of Tourism with certificates and diplomas. Deputy Minister of Education Nancy Jaula Mdoko graced the event in Blantyre. The students were drawn from all three campuses of Mzuzu, Lilongwe and Blantyre. Simeon Boyce attended the ceremony and now reports.
The graduates have completed their studies in various programs, among them hotel management, professional cookery and tour guide. In her remarks, guest of honor, Deputy Minister of Education Nancy Jaula Mdoko said tourism has the potential of making a significant contribution to national development. And that is why government is championing agriculture, tourism and mining ATM. Speaking after the event, MIT board chairperson Vincent Chidinda said training students in tourism is part of their contribution to the Malawi 2063 agenda.
This is a day when we have recognized deserving students who have got diplomas and certificates for the tourism sector. So too, we are contributing on the ATM, which is agriculture, tourism and mining, and again on Agenda 63. This human resource is capable to perform any duty and to the excellence.
One of the graduates, Dylan Mavuva, said he is fully equipped to start a career in tourism and hospitality sector.
I am ready for the industry, but also there's still more room for improvement, and I'm so excited at the prospect of learning more, potential employment, hopefully working for a few years, and I'm quite an ambitious guy. In the next 5 years, probably I want to own my own thing.
The graduates who attended the 16th graduation of MIT were drawn from different cohorts starting from 2021 to 2024.
In entertainment, popular musician Driemo is set to perform at AJV Music Entertainment in Moatize in Mozambique this evening. Speaking at a news conference in Tete, Driemo commended the cordial relations existing between Malawi and Mozambique, a development which he said facilitates easy mobility and organization of shows in that country. Malawi Consular General's office in Tete, Mozambique, has organized the show in conjunction with AJV Entertainment Promotions. Details in this report read by Simeon Boyce.
Driemo, a popular musician, is in Moatize in Mozambique, where he is set to perform tonight at one of the popular music centers there, known as AJV Music Entertainment. Speaking at a news conference in Tete, Driemo commended the Malawi government for creating an enabling and friendly environment with its neighbor Mozambique, a development which has facilitated his performance in that country. He also commended the Malawi Consulate in Tete, which has organized the concert in conjunction with AJV Music Entertainment of Mozambique. Driemo said this will help in the development of artists' outreach on the regional and international space. Driemo is a third popular Malawi musician to perform in Tete under the invitation of the Malawi Consular General's office in Tete after Skefa Chimoto and Patience Namadingo. Hape Saka, Malawi Consular General in Tete, said their aim is to promote relationship between the people of Malawi and Mozambique per the wish of President Dr. Lazarus Chakwera and his counterpart Felipe Nyusi of Mozambique. He said they also want to promote Malawi music on the international stage. According to Saka, Malawian urban music is now enjoying airplay in Mozambique, with more Mozambicans demanding live shows of Malawian musicians.
And finally, in sports, Blantyre Giants, FCB Nyasa Big Bullets and Mighty Mukuru Wanderers are set to clash in the FDH Bank Cup round of 16 at Kamuzu Stadium tomorrow. The two teams will be meeting against the background that Wanderers have failed to beat Bullets in the matches played at Kamuzu Stadium in the past, except in 2022 when they won through post-match penalties. And in their last encounter in the same competition 2 years ago, in the semi-finals, the People's team won by 4-0. However, Chief Executive Officer for Wanderers Club, Panganeni Ndovi, says his team will set a new record tomorrow by winning against their arch-rivals. And on the other hand, Chairperson of Bullets supporters, Stone Mamadi, says tomorrow is Bullets Day. Well, that item also wraps up this edition of MBC News. A reminder of our top stories. Government signs 2 mining agreements to resume mining of uranium at Kerekera and exploration of rare earth in Palombe. National Advocacy Platform, NAP, urges UTM members of parliament to prioritize serving the interests of their constituents. And in sports, Blantyre Giants, FCB Nyasa Big Bullets and Mighty Mukuru Wanderers clash in FDH Bank Cup round of 16 at Kamuzu Stadium tomorrow. For more on these and other stories, follow our online platforms, Facebook, X, and our website, mbc.mw. You can access all MBC digital platforms by scanning the QR code at the top right corner of your TV screen, the headlines. I'm Kumbukani Piri, and Talsun Kamalata was our sign language interpreter tonight. Thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of your weekend.
It's not what you do, it's who you do it for. We know that for you, only the best will do. You believed in your dream, now it's a reality. The dream house you always wanted to have is now the place new